Do. You this way.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
Okay.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
A missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person? Not a resonator, I suppose.
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city, he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow non-servicemen to approach and risk getting killed.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my outrider comrade. On your way there,
What?
you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline. Could you go check on them?
Sure, we will.
Great.
Got it.
I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
No. Training them. Ah,
An unexpected discovery.
too easy. Bobble. Go.
Is that the beacon?
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Thanks.
Oh, nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
Don't let him run off.
I can't move. So hungry.
Oh, please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
Oh, you just got bad timing.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the Tacit Discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts.
Mark on my
There's still some
shoulder.
distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money.
What?
This should be enough for you to reach the city.
Go.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Okay, so. One with a sword.
Watch out!
That's exactly what.
A tough nut, ain't you?
Oh, you can play a third?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids, but don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
Easy.
We're begging you, stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. Tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
No, wait. What I gave them was more than enough for them to make it to Jinzhou. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily in a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine. We'll go. Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal, and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reaching it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave now. The
We didn't do that.
military's base is not far from here.
Can't prove it.
Shall we fix the beacons before going?
Sure. This. Oh, I'm supposed to be in here. Let's do it. Secret midlife man. Yeah. Okay, give me a second. Oh. Hey!
Disperse.
Got it.
Cherish every gain.
Alright, let's leave.
Huh. Strike from the shadows. One with the sound. Huh.
Let me be your blade.
Hey, ha!
Precipitant! Storm, hear my command! This is the answer to our endeavor.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
You fix it.
Speeding up. Master Tianxing, are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I can see that.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these? You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds. Thank you.
Yep, yep.
It's so busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
Things are always like this in the rear. The frontline soldiers focus solely on battle, following orders and striking enemies. But in the rear, personnel must juggle numerous tasks: supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully manage these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's a sacrifice made so others don't have to live in fear.
Oh, nope.
Are you all right?
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm just a little out of breath. It's okay. I'm
You
fine.
don't seem good.
I'll go find a medic.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. No need to fix me up. Let me go.
Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. You can't stop me.
I mean,
That's not
Phew.
bravado. My wounds can close on their own. It's my resonance ability. The medics should go take care of other people in need.
Stop squirming, will you? We're here because you need our help. Calm down and stay where you are. Please hold him still for me.
Sure.
talk to them. Okay.
Thank you for your assistance. You must be tired. Please take some rest.
They look badly injured.
Don't worry, they've received proper treatment now. They'll recover in time. Thanks to General Jian, we've seen a significant drop in the number of casualties. I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal even back then, with the stench of blood lingering through the rain. But things have improved.
Huh.
Each injury represents countless tacit discords eliminated by our brave soldiers. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
They are the ones keeping our people safe. What I've been doing is not worth mentioning compared to them.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped so many wounded soldiers in such a short time. Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issues.
Thank you. May I ask where the quartermaster is?
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing munitions distribution. Just take that lift and you should find him there.
Rover, where are we going next?
Here are some recipes.
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
Up we go. Ready for the Legend of Zelda? I can never guess what that's doing. You.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Yua, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Yua. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for someone.
Jinzhou is the gateway to Huanlong, and the Desert Rock Highland is the gateway to Jinzhou. A single breach could have dire consequences. Our defense must hold at all costs. The tacit discords are not humans. They don't do truces or ceasefires. For as long as they exist, this war will rage on endlessly. Supply is the lifeblood of our army, and I am tasked with keeping it flowing. But now we are facing a shortage. I saw you help arrange the wounded there. Yasholan would need your help more than I do. Thank you, but I must remain to oversee vital military supplies. Julian. So he never. The Midnight Rangers are no longer recruiting non-resonators lately. But Julian was a stubborn boy. Last year, when the battles hadn't gotten so intense, we sent him back to the city time and time again, and he just kept finding ways to come back. Eventually, I caved and took him in to help us here in the base. With the battle escalating, it's getting increasingly dangerous out here. I shouldn't keep him here any longer. I was just thinking about having the logistics team bring him back to the city when you guys showed up. Oh, now I remember. He should be currently on the floor above.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, it's a type of old. While tacit, the hand grenade was one of them. With the rapid, well, it's not currently. There's only one waterway open from. What more do I know?
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe. Zhuyan is a man full of courage. Influenced by his veteran grandpa's tales, he longs to join the military and aid in humanity's battle against tacit discords. The journey with you has exposed me to immense suffering, but the battles on the front line, countless lives have been lost in this war. Master Rongfu once told me, the best sages gain enlightenment in the military. The mediocre sages gain enlightenment in the bustling cities, and the worst sages gain enlightenment in seclusion. I do share some of Zhuyan's feelings.
Fair.
However, Zhuyan disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. He saw no distinction between ordinary people and resonators, and believed he could contribute on the battlefield, however small that contribution might be. I too found what Zhuyan said was reasonable to an extent, and I couldn't change his mind with words. So I tried to imagine what my masters would do. They'd set up a spar in this case, and if I won, they'd let me do what I wanted. I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from those fights. Now, who do you think won that fight? The shape changes, but not the forms. The more it moves, the more it yields. Less thinking, more no— Yes, I pretended to lose, but Zhuyan saw it through. After our fight, Zhuyan admitted he saw the gap between resonators and ordinary people. He seemed to realize how he was still far from being able to fight the tacit discords. He realized how he was just trying to convince himself that he could make a difference, not wanting to acknowledge his own limitations. Fighting on the battlefield requires physical and mental strength, and he was not yet prepared for that. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
See ya.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the Mangosteen indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think...
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us something about the Mangosteen's route of transportation? The Quartermaster said the Mangosteens are transported by boat from the south. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air. I sense tension and unease. Our soldiers stationed at the borders.
Food. Food. Where are these tassets coming from?
General!
Oh, it's that guy. The dragon.
Follow the Qinglong to war!
Oh,
Tell truth from facade. Bide the time.
nope. Okay, yeah, this guy's really good.
Tell truth from facade. Settled. Fear no more. Time to fight back. Retreat to advance. Time to fight back. Tell truth from facade. Don't you worry. Unstoppable.
Gotcha. Boom.
Tell truth from facade. Bide the time. Fear no more. Retreat to advance. Break! Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider. Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider. Time to fight back. Wind Rider. Tell truth from facade.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord.
They should use
think
that voice all the time.
I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
A woman in red who can control the tacit discords. Could it be One of the Fraxitas? Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfolk Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you, though we have no idea what it is. Resonate with tacit discords? Rover?
According to Baiji, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try.
cherish every gain.
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Grover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first. Speeding up.
Deference!
Appear before me.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. Strike from the shadows.
Let me be your blade.
Administering first aid. Endless reverberation.
Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command. Synchronization.
Swift and resolute. One with the sound. I sense it. The end has come. Keep it together.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. Don't worry.
Appear before me.
Swift and resolute.
Shake the shakeless. I think I found something, Rover. Watch out! Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother. 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 Help! 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 Help!
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discord. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord is born. This one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? Who is behind this twisted plot? I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. Rover? It seems to be begging the village is something based on the evidence. Perhaps that there must be. I'll inform. Sorry. I know it doesn't sound very good. Thank you, Rover. As for the little one here, let's leave it. The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured. Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
These cards. I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power, and there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Fraxidus standards, a man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Fraxidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent...
Huh. Doesn't he think he's just all that? Box of rocks. You are scarred.
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac.
Where's Yang Yang?
We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment.
Just give her back to me, please. She's mine.
Aw, so you really care about her. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I
turns
don't plan
out.
to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now.
All these things work.
Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
How'd you know that? And who are you?
Oh, it's true.
Like, who are you really?
That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors.
You followed me.
So you know.
Is that what you did?
Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes,
You talk about how Scar's
everyone
voice
you've
acting is
met,
probably the
including
best voice
that
acting we've
girl
had so
you
far.
care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really trust those villagers.
They really?
Ah, so they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think.
Think so.
First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a
Sure.
revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False
Our over here
devotion,
just telling a whole
fleeting
story.
kindness, collective
And
deceit,
killing it,
senseless
dude.
killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more.
Okay. Go investigate.
Speeding up.
Yeah, I found Ying Ying. My new current favorite character. Crumpled children's book rests a torn piece of dirt. Read it. Hi, I'm blank. I found a new home and the nice uncle gave me this cool new book to write in. Our home was scared by monsters, so we went into a super long journey to find this new place. I asked my mommy and daddy will catch up with me and uncle said really soon. Can't wait for them to join us. The place is so sunny, huge peaches. Here, go to the big city though. I just want mommy and daddy to find me quick. Today is my birthday. Everyone's being really nice to me. They're a lucky charm because I can keep those mean monsters really happy and everyone likes me lots. Cake and noodles, I got presents too. It's been forever since I saw mommy and daddy though. I hope they come back. Will they come back? 3:12 till 5. Holy crap, what a... That's what? 7 months? I'm bad at math here. 12, 9 months? Okay. December 5th. This marks my first birthday here. Our village lead made it official. I'm his daughter now. But before that, everyone has already been taking care of me, shared with me delicious meals. Father told me I'm a child of Keep Village and I should consider myself lucky. I feel really fortunate to be loved by so many people. Even though my powers are so small, I'll do my best to continue protecting the village from being invaded by tacit discord. Okay.
Our story begins here.
Oh, back. Cool. I didn't
Once
just read all
upon a
that.
time, in a peaceful village,
For him to
lived a
reread it.
flock of carefree lambs.
Please
in
don't.
the day, they
He did
toiled for food.
Killing this.
And when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables.
Right, the storyteller, aren't you?
Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now. caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part.
Honestly. Hold on. Pause. Had to add a friend. Added a friend. Forgot about routine I told him I'd add yesterday.
One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security. No, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master? Oh, so we agree already. You are right, but the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality. Huh? What is it? Are you back for some... Oh, and don't try... You don't want to disappoint me so soon, Rover. The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. Except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, Do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce, always has been. The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more and more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it? Huh? What is? I see. A clever move, but I'm not telling you. You don't want to disappoint me, so... I see your strike now. After all this effort, do you truly want to... Oh, are you... Oh, I knew it. Well then, I play nice, and otherwise, what do you say?
Conception.
Later, on the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the black lamb, the shepherd, introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes, because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the Black Lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the White Lambs did? Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Brilliant, Ans. The true culprit was not the shepherd. No one would have been. Now, my second question. What price? But that's why they wanted. Why would they trade their wealth? Here's my final question. Don't rush. What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices.
That's right! Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. the shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like what really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villager they had. All the shepherd had to do was execute the fun answer, but no, not even close. I was never the shepherd, never will be. You and I, we... Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up...
To fight him now. Right.
Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is... Oh! You found us already! Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path. And I've got... Don't rush. One slip and you'll shatter to pieces.
Appear before me. Stay vigilant.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. One with the sound.
Such speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all.
Come on. Yeah.
Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason? Or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors.
I missed. Not good. Not good.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us.
And frozen. Miss that?
One more time.
No, you don't. Oh, down. Down, boy. Where'd he go?
Bad timing. One more time. One more time. Bad timing.
What was that attack? Holy crap. Alright.
An oversight. Verity shines.
There we go. Get him. Oh, wait, that's a healing move. I forget her ult to heal.
Appear before me.
Strike from the shadows.
There we go. Come on.
Let me be your
And
blade.
yeah.
Serenade!
Yeah.
Rover!
Such a pesky girl.
I'm okay.
I know.
Synchronization.
Come on, let me ult him. What? You go into a loading cutscene.
Rover? Rover!
Oh, there's Yang Yang. So we just were asleep this whole time? Yang Yang?
I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh, should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from her!
Is your sister?
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
Boy.
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble?
Huh?
The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again. In the not too distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them?
Eh. No reason.
Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner.
Safe now. All that matters.
Brother. Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The
You're a
brother
friend now.
I've mentioned. Could it be... Yes, that is a possibility. Let's talk about it later. It seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual.
Yep.
Making up stories based on real life to support his twist. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves.
I agree. Give it a check.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing.
Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
What? And you are?
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar
Un-
did not try to kill
Ooh.
them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought.